Hello everybody, my name is Nightmare. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. This is the final part, and off camera I had gone around and collected all of the Riddle trophies. So this part here is a little different from my normal segments. This was pre-recorded last week. I spent just about 2 full days collecting all these stupid things, and I gotta say the payoff at the end wasn't very interesting. Like, you don't catch Enigma, you don't really, like, you get a little tease of the Riddler trophies. You don't really get much out of it, but I'll let you see what I, like, you know, the short little clip I have here. And then I'll talk to you at the end of the video.
Well, look at that! You figured it out! I'm impressed. Annoyed, too. But your achievement signals a level of intellect rarely seen in Gotham. It seems you're quite the riddle. Now, don't get too comfortable. You see, I learned something else tonight. The nastiest, dirtiest little secret you can imagine. It puts the rest of my collection to shame. But I'm going to wait to release it, if only because it means I get to watch you squirm as you wonder what on earth it is. I'll be in touch soon.
Looks like he's no longer an imminent threat. I can close this case. For now, at least.
So that was Batman Arkham Origins. In the end, it wasn't the worst game I've ever played. I was able to finish it, and I just personally feel a little bit like insulted by it because Batman Arkham Asylum is my favorite game of all time. Arkham City was a great sequel to Arkham Asylum. It fixed the combat, it fixed, like, you know, the side missions. There was more to do. It made the Riddler trophies more challenging, but not broken to the point of like, just stupid. And it was a good sequel. The story wasn't as strong as Arkham Asylum, but it made up for it by having things that were, like, better than Arkham Asylum. Then you have a game like this, which is just a poorly reskinned version of Arkham City. And that's kind of an insult in itself, but you're like, okay, well, it's the B team, you know, whatever. You didn't expect it to be good, so when it was kind of just a slightly worse version of Arkham City, you're like, oh, well, you know, it's okay. The real reason I was so angry with this game and so frustrated with it in the end is because of its predecessor that came out after it, Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight basically took everything that Arkham Asylum and Arkham City had done well and correct and set up and just threw it all out the window and was just like, nah, we got this. We're the main studio. We're going to do this and it's going to be great. And it wasn't. It was honestly the AAA version of Arkham Origins. It's the same kind of clunky controls. It doesn't really move very well. You got a lot of stupid mechanics that just don't go anywhere, and you're just like, this only exists because they thought it would make the game challenging. But it doesn't make the game challenging. It's just not working. Having a broken game is challenging, but not because you have to learn how to play, but because it just doesn't work. Even when you do the correct thing, it doesn't translate into working, and that is the main reason I was so frustrated with this game. But that's the end of this game. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be dropping down to 1 video game Let's Play a week instead of my 2. I've been doing 2 video game Let's Plays a week of usually 2 different games since I started my channel 4 years ago. And besides technical difficulties or being on vacation or whatever, I usually hadn't missed any of those uploads, and I was very consistent, and I was very keeping on top of things and always making sure that I had what I needed to make a good, consistent schedule for you guys. But at this point in my life, I just don't have the time to do that anymore. I'll finish off Arkham Asylum and then probably play another game after Arkham Asylum, but I think for now it's best to be just having 1 game a week. I'll still be doing my art stuff that I've been doing. I'll still be doing the movie reviews once a month if I have time, but it's just in terms of taking the time to record, edit, upload 2 videos a week, it just doesn't leave me with a lot of time to do what I want to do. And as frustrating as it is, I do have a full-time job outside of this, and I don't make any money on YouTube, and this is just a hobby, and I unfortunately don't have the time to continue doing this hobby the way I have been when I was in college. So I'll be dropping down to 1 video game a week. But I will see you in that video game, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.